Welcome back, grade 10 students. This is Teacher Hazel and I will be your math teacher for today. Are you ready for our next lesson? At the end of this video, you will be able to formulate the explicit formula of the sequence. Are you ready? Before we start our lesson, let us have some recall on the previous video that we have entitled Finding the Terms of the Sequence. Are you ready? Let's start! To recall about finding the terms of the sequence, let us help Lola Al in her situation. Lola Al wants to find the terms in the sequence, but due to her age, Lola Al forgot how to do it. Can you help Lola Al? To help Lola Al, answer the questions flashed on the screen. Question: how many steps are there in finding the terms of a sequence given the formula? Do you have any idea? Again, how many steps are there in finding the terms of a sequence given the formula? And the answer is, there are 2 steps in finding the terms of the sequence given the formula. Question: what is the first step in finding the terms of the sequence? Again, what is the first step in finding the terms of the sequence? The first step in finding the terms of the sequence is that substitute the value of n in the given formula where n is the term's location. Question: what is the second step in finding the terms of the sequence? Again, what is the second step in finding the terms of a sequence? The second step in finding the terms of the sequence is evaluate using Femna's rule. Now, Lola Al wants to ask, what is Femna's rule? Again, what is Femna's rule? Femna's rule is just following the order of operation according to its acronym, which is parenthesis, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction.
Ah, that's it. Thank you for helping me recall on how to find the terms in the sequence given the formula. Now, I can help my grandson answer the module. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for helping Lola Al with that. I know you are now ready to learn a new lesson. Today, we will learn about formulating the explicit formula of a sequence. Do you know how to do it? To formulate the explicit formula of a sequence, there are 4 steps. Step 1. Look for a pattern among the terms. Step 2. If the terms are fractions, look for separate patterns among the numerators and denominators. Step 3. Look for a pattern among the signs of the terms. And step 4, write the formula for a sub n in terms of n. Test your formula for n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3 to know if your formula is correct. Discover the explicit formula of the following sequences by looking at the pattern. We have example 1, 1, 1 half, 2 over 3, 3 over 4, 4 over 5, 5 over 6, and so on. Given the sequence 1 half, 2 over 3, 3 over 4, 4 over 5, 5 over 6, and so on, step 1, look for a pattern. We have our first term, we have 1 half. Our second term, we have 2 over 3. And our third term, we have 3 over 4. Since the terms are fraction, look for a separate pattern among the numerators and denominators. Notice that in each term, in the denominator is 1 more than the numerator. Hence, we can write it also as we have a sub 1 is equal to 1 half is also equal to 1 over 1 over 1 because 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, right? And then a sub 2 we have 2 over 3 and it's also equal to 2 over 2 plus 1 because 2 plus 1 is also equal to 3. And also the third term we have 3 over 4. We can also write this one as 3 over 3 plus 1. Also, 3 plus 1 is also equal to 4. So, from this, replace the changing numbers or the numbers that are constant by n. Hence, the formula is a sub n is equal to n over n plus 1. Example 2. Find the explicit formula of negative 1, 1, negative 1, 1, negative 1, and so on. Following the steps mentioned earlier, we have step 1. Look for a pattern. Notice that the number is constant, only the sign changed alternately. We have the first term is negative 1, the second term is 1, and the third term is negative 1. These given numbers are alternately changing by sign. Since the terms are alternately written in terms of their signs, look for a pattern. How can we write these terms into another expression? We can write these terms into another expression. We have this one. For our first term, we have negative 1. And negative 1 is also equal to negative 1 raised to 1. Since negative 1 raised to 1 is also equal to negative 1. For our second term, we have 1. Our second term is 1. Since 1 is also equal to, or it can be written as negative 1 raised to 2. So, Next, we have a sub 3 is equal to negative 1. Negative 1 can also be written as negative 1 raised to 3, since negative 1 times negative 1 is 1 and 1 times negative 1 is equal to negative 1. Okay, so replacing these terms by n, so we have the explicit formula is a sub n is equal to negative 1 raised to n. Now, do you have any questions? I would love to read your questions and have some discussion on the comment section down below. Did you learn something? What have you learned? I would love to read what you have learned on the comment section down below. To prove that you have learned something, let us have some activity. And the activity is entitled Convert Me. To answer the activity, let us follow some math rules. Directions. Formulate an explicit formula from the given sequence. Then write your answer on your answer sheet. Convert Me. Formulate an explicit formula from the given sequences. Number 1, we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Again, we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. Formulate an explicit formula from that given sequence. Take some time to pause this video to focus on item number 1. Number 2. Formulate an explicit formula from the given sequence 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, 96. Do you have an idea in mind? Again, formulate an explicit formula given the sequence 3, 6, 12, 24, 48. Take some time to pause this video to answer item number 2. Number 3. Formulate an explicit formula from the given sequence 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and so on. Again, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and so on. Formulate an explicit formula out of that given sequence. Take some time to pause this video to answer number 3. That's it. Thank you for watching. This has been Teacher Hazel and I will see you on our next lesson. Bye!